Two Guys in the Dark time, fellas.
That's right. You didn't see it coming. There was a long pause before we started, but that's
gonna be edited out.
That's gonna be edited out, so you don't know. But you didn't see it coming.
Didn't know.
You didn't see it coming. It was a shotgun to the face.
Ba-bam! That's a shotgun to the face.
That's not what it sounds like, but good try. That's what it sounds like.
You actually scared the cat. The cat's like, what the fuck?
It's hand stuck. Is it hand stuck?
Yeah, it's hand stuck.
Stop it, Lily. Stop being stuck. You're too big for the toy. That hopefully didn't get picked up. Probably did.
So what's happened since last week?
I don't fucking know.
You don't know.
I don't know what to say. My phone factory reset.
Oh no.
And I lost a very important message to me. It was a voicemail sent to me by my dad. And it was stupid because it was just a voicemail and it was him saying stuff like, "Hey son, just trying to get a hold of you. Something, blah blah blah. Call me back." But you know, it's kinda like the last
voicemail.
It's like the only recorded audio of him. So it's like his voice is now gone forever. I can only remember it. Can't even listen to it.
Yeah. I remember his voice.
I remember it too. It's just the fact that used to, boom, I could listen to it. But my phone crashed completely and there was nothing I could do to save it.
Yeah.
So
you should have sent it to me.
I didn't even know how to send it to anybody.
Yeah, I don't know how to work voicemails either. I think if you call me, I was pissed off because it took me an hour to figure out how to do it. And I was like, this is my 12th try, and I'm like, leave a message.
Oh damn! Just leave a message.
Leave a message. All right, so this is Two Guys in the Dark. I'm your host. That's a sad beginning.
It was a very sad beginning, but you asked me what happened this week. That's the only thing that came to mind. Yeah. Oh, I went to lunch with my mom for one of the last few times for a while before I moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
And we all talked. It was me and my mom and my sister, and we all talked and we had fun.
Was it good?
It was good. It was a good lunch. And Salsaritas is actually pretty decent food too.
You guys was it just basic conversation? You guys get real with each other? Or?
It was just basic conversation. It was nothing really to get real about. My mom told me she loved me and all that good stuff. I fixed her brake light for her, and I put in a new brake light, and then took Kaylee home, and now we're recording the podcast.
Yeah, woohoo!
Let's lighten things up a bit.
Yeah, so I'm your host, the Prince of all podcasters, and I'm with my host, the butt chugger of all bananas, BJ.
Oh, my mom also mentioned how much she doesn't like our podcast.
What?
Yeah, she's like, it's so vulgar.
What ships did she listen to?
Probably the earlier ones.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't really matter. I bet it's 3. We're pretty slick with our vulgarity. We stay slick on that.
It sounded nice the first 2, and then you hit 3, like, oh, fuck!
Rape! Oh, so, by the way,
I
came up with a joke, and it's like 50-50.
50-50?
Like, I made the joke, and in my head, I was dying. And I told it to somebody out loud, and they kind of looked at me like, you're the most evil person on the planet. And I told it to another person, and they laughed. And then I told it to another person, and they were like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Okay.
And I told it to another person, and they laughed. So I don't know if it's funny or not.
So I'm the next one in line.
Yeah, so you're the one who's going to genuinely tell me whether or not it's funny.
Okay.
Basically, I was like, this was just a thought that crossed my mind. It's like, you live in a privileged society when you have school shootings once a week. That's not the joke. The punchline comes after that. Yeah. Meanwhile, in Africa, we're trying to build. They just walk around blasting up the hallways of every school they have.
That happened in Africa? Is that a thing?
They're trying to build schools in Africa, and that was the joke. It's like they're over there in Africa trying to build schools, but over here in America, we're a privileged society. We can shoot down all the schools we want.
Yeah.
Or I guess shoot up all the schools we want. It was just a thought that crossed my mind while I was working one day. I was like, damn, we live in a privileged society. All the school shootings, because I was thinking to myself, why do people shoot up schools? Like, what's the fucking point?
Well, I was
like, and in my head, it went to, it's that fucking white privilege. Oh. That was the,
grateful fucks.
Yeah, it's like, they're so ungrateful and, They go around shooting up schools and shit.
Well, I don't know. I think it's just like a bullying thing.
Yeah, it is. But that's how you know we're privileged. Because in Africa, they don't bully you. They just kill you or you die from drinking water.
I feel like we should study up on Africa.
I feel like we don't know a lot about Africa. Drinking water, what?
They don't have that, stupid. It's Africa.
There's no water in Africa.
Alright.
Hey, you'd think that by how every time there's like a mission, the first thing they do is send a fuck ton of clean water over there.
Yeah. I like how they, like, I don't know, like, you see those commercials, like, pay money to feed these kids. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Y'all there. Go ahead and do it. I don't know.
Yeah, we're terrible people.
No, we're not.
But yeah, I don't know how, but we went from that to getting on the subject to what it would like dying. He's like, man, my friend at work is like, man, I killed the devil and become king of hell. He's like, it'd be the best. You know how great it'd be to be the king of hell? And I said, that's like being the world's greatest dumpster diver. You have 13 different kinds of syphilis, but you're so good at what you do.
I don't know, though. I can see it from his point of view. As a king, you control everything.
But you are constantly surrounded by like a fire.
I mean, imagine you get used to it, right?
Probably not. Shit, you can't get used to not having your air conditioner for 5 minutes.
Well, that's different.
Not really.
He's the devil. He's powerful.
Not really. It's not the same thing. Besides, if you can kill him, what makes him the devil? What makes him so powerful? If you can take over his job, you don't magically get devil powers. You're just the king of hell. Till the next guy kills you, and the next guy kills him, and the next guy kills that guy.
Honestly, my thought was, what would I do if I was the devil? I was like, instant orgy.
You and just a bunch of women?
Yeah. Like a brothel thing.
Yeah. Just imagine it'd be really sweaty and gross, but good for you.
Yeah.
Getting their workout.
We made African jokes, now we're making jokes about hell.
You know, we're just... Well, I guess it's about the same subject.
Now here we go. Here we go.
Moving on.
Video of the week.
Yay.
Scientifically accurate Sonic the Hedgehog. What'd you think?
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
And I definitely think hedgehogs are a lot more disgusting now, but
yeah,
so.
Are you gonna picture that every time you play Sonic?
Him, like, spinning up into a ball and poop flying everywhere. Shit goes everywhere.
Yeah. Alright, there's actually a bunch of these. And this is the first one we picked so far. It's scientifically accurate Sonic. And what did you think about what was the Knuckles? Was he like an anteater?
The echidna.
Yeah, has 4-headed dick.
Thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
He stands up, shows everybody his dick, light shoots out of it, and everybody blows up or something.
They fly back.
But it was hilarious.
4-headed dick.
I can put the tip in 4 different girls at one time. If they're really close together.
Yeah, is that what you did if you had a 4-headed dick?
But, nah, I'd probably just use it all on one girl. Like, I don't want to have a head in each hole. That'd be weird. Besides, it's just a head. It's not like the actual shaft is 4 shafts. So
I'd make hats for like a little tiny hat rack out of it.
I would start shooting. Like, I'd use it like a gallet gun. Each time it spun, a different shot of semen would come out of it, and then eventually my dick would just fall off because I wrapped it around so many times.
Oh.
And I'd be like, oh my god, gotta go to the hospital and then never do this again.
Ran into our boy the other day.
We have a boy?
Boy. We didn't actually have a boy. But
so he's a girl.
No, it's our homie from back in the day. His name's JT.
Oh, JT.
Yeah. I ran into him at work, and he hung out with me for like an hour.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And he had a beard. He had a baby. He's got a wife.
This is stuff that we don't want to have.
Yeah, and we're older than he is.
Shit. Poor guy.
I was gonna say we are failures, but yeah.
No. We're winning.
We're winning.
No offense to him, he's doing great too. But
Yeah.
we don't have kids. That's
That's
how
true.
we're winning.
That is true.
That's a lifelong commitment, right?
We don't have them,
And we don't have marriages.
mm-hmm.
It's another lifelong commitment until you can seek divorce. Whatever.
I'd like to get him on the podcast sometime.
That would be fun.
And we were rolling when we were hanging out. We were just making jokes left and right. And he's like, "Dude, I missed you so much." And like he's already commented on 2 of our videos.
Hell yeah.
Yep. I got him to subscribe. He watched the pilot, Cool Kids with Asthma pilot. He's talking about how funny the dick blanket joke was that you made. And then he
I don't even remember that, but
he made a
yeah.
joke about dick blankets.
How's it go?
This part where Ty goes under the blanket, and I'm like, "You damn blankets!" He's like, "Yeah, and you're raping our women with your dick blankets, with your blanket dicks or something." And then he commented how funny that was. He commented on our very first video, our very first podcast, 2 Guys in the Dark, number 1, Rats and Swamp Ass.
Did he like it? Did he watch the whole thing?
I don't know if he watched the thing, but like he said, "Hey, I just got 15 minutes into it. I just listened to the part about rats because I guess the next 2 hours is all about swamp ass." I can't wait to listen to the rest.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's time to eat some shit. What'd you get for us this week?
Well, I went with a theme this week.
Yeah.
If you ain't white, you ain't right. If you ain't brown, you ain't brown.
Oh.
And if you ain't black, you ain't black.
I thought you were gonna say, if you ain't white, you ain't right. If you ain't brown, get out of town.
Well, it's if you are brown, get out of town.
Oh.
The original song goes, if you're white, you're all right. If you're black, or if you're brown, get out of town. If you're black, get back. This week, I got us Oreo.
What? Is
Oreos.
that like a DuckTales in there?
You never heard the Oreo theme song?
No.
Well, basically, this week's Oreo theme.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this week and next week are going to be Oreo themed because I went ahead and got them. But
This looks exactly like Reptar bars.
well, except it's got Oreos on the inside.
Whoa!
This is an Oreo.
They're not green.
Bar. They have green ones on the inside. The green on the inside, and it's mint flavored.
Ugh.
Mint Oreo flavored.
Ugh.
I know, but these are just regular Oreo chocolate bars, and they're going to be great.
Okay, let's try them.
Not that good.
I like it.
Meh.
I like
It's
it.
not bad.
It's a lot better than Reptar bars.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's really melty. How long have you had this? Huh?
Me no.
A wow? A week?
Leslie bought it a while back.
What's your definition of a wow?
Oh, about 6 months ago, she bought 2 of them.
Mmm.
She ate the first one and didn't like it.
Fuck, son.
What's the worst that could happen?
What's like next week? Oreos from like concentration camps? This week, I've got really old fucking Oreos.
They didn't give the Jews Oreos.
They were hidden in someone's ass crack.
Oh, God.
It's time for our next segment. Help Wanted.
Yeah, boy.
You ready? Mm-hmm. Alright, this is where I give you a job, how much it pays, and you tell me if you would take the job or not. Alright? This job is a $3 raise. And do you know how there's a guy who rings you up at the cash register?
Yes.
Well, you sit next to this guy. Instead of ringing up the items, you push the items further back away. You get a $3 raise, and if the customer yells at you, you can only go, "I'm sorry, it won't happen again," and you keep doing it.
I just imagine somebody comes through with like 300 items.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to push each one of them back.
No, get away. and then like the guy like the next to you on the register is like trying to grab the stuff, like and you're trying to push it further and further back.
I feel like I would get fought at some point.
You think so?
Somebody's gonna fight me.
For what?
Fucking with their shit.
So would you take the job? $3 raise?
$3 raise? Hell yeah, I'd take the
You
job.
take the job, even though you someone to fight you.
Do I get fired if I get into a fight with somebody?
Yeah, you can't fight.
Then
But-
I guess I'm getting my ass beat for $3 raise.
Okay. Well, that's good. I actually had a guy at work say I look like Hagrid from Harry Potter.
You tell him you look nothing like Hagrid from Harry Potter?
I'm like, okay, I guess. I was like, thanks.
Did you ask him if he's ever seen Hagrid from Harry Potter? I would have.
No, I would just assumed he had. You look like Hagrid from Harry Potter.
Sure.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I guess. I don't know. Alright, time for the next segment. Random Fakes.
You didn't say this stuff.
Say what?
Fags. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, no, I had to really pronounce it. God damn it.
Enunciate.
Pronounce it correctly, yes.
Okay.
Alright, so you've been asking for it for a while.
Oh shit, I have. I have been asking for it for a while. Is this Ninjas Part 2?
Close.
Oh.
David Spade Facts Part 2. I know you've been wanting to hear it. You ready?
This
What?
better not be another David Spade Captain Cool quiz show or I'll kill you.
No, it's pretty random on the quiz show this week. Alright, but the random facts are not random. It's all David Spade related. Because I know you liked the first one, and I figured we'd do another facts about him. Are you ready? Alright, fact.
Yes.
Fact number 1. David Spade won his school spelling bee contest. Yeah. Anyway, David Spade was the champion of his spelling bee at school, and he also got to the finals in the chess tournament.
How old was he?
Oh, he was in school. I guess elementary, middle school.
Or, high school, college. You never know.
And he actually read 47 books for a contest at school, too. In like 1 year.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I don't think I've read 47 books other than comic books in my life.
Yeah. I haven't read a whole lot either especially since I graduated. I probably read like maybe 2 books. Alright. Number 2. Sean Penn, the actor, gave David Spade his first tattoo, a Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes.
Wonder where he hides this tattoo.
I don't know, I've never seen it. I guess it's on his back. That's where my tattoos are.
What if it's on his butt cheek?
It could be on his ass cheek.
Sean Penn would be like, yeah, I tattooed David Spade's ass.
Yeah. And number 3. David Spade was catfished by a fake Victoria's Secrets model on Twitter.
How long ago was this?
I imagine recently.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. That's David Spade Facts Part 2.
I feel bad for the guy now.
I do too. He seems like an okay guy. Alright, you ready for the Captain Cool Quiz Show?
That was me clicking my pen to put the thing out, even though it's not a click pen. And yes, I am ready.
Alright, you know what the stakes are, don't you?
You
know what the stakes are, don't you?
If I get 4 out of 6 right? Correctly?
Yes, you get a prize.
Get prize.
Yeah. And these are all questions Sean knew at the top of his head, and he went and fact-checked them just to make sure.
Let's do it.
Alright, question number 1. Who composed the soundtrack to the Donkey Kong Country games? Or to the original Donkey Kong Country games. My bad.
I have no idea.
I know he did the first two, at least.
No, I have no idea.
You don't want to guess?
I don't have any guesses. I don't know anything about people composing soundtracks for anything.
Okay. His name was David Wise.
Never would have got that.
I think if you would have really thought about it, you would have been like, David's a very common name, and he seems to be wise, because that's the most beautiful soundtrack ever made.
Yeah, if I had really, really thought about it,
Yeah.
I would have came up with something like Eric Sloan.
Eric Sloan.
Eric Sloan.
Alright. Number 2. Glenn Shadix played Otto in Beetlejuice. Who did he play in Nightmare Before Christmas?
Oogie Boogie.
Wrong.
Who was it?
The mayor.
That was my only other guess.
Yes. Do you know who Otto was in Beetlejuice?
No.
He was that, I think he was gay. The decorator. I think he was gay in the movie. I don't know if he's gay in real life, but he was like the decorator who came in with Olivia's stepmom and was like help decorating the house. He's a big guy.
Okay, yeah.
He also played the mayor in Nightmare Before Christmas. He's also in that Sylvester Stallone movie where they're in the future and like he got like a ticket every time you say a cuss word.
Yeah.
He was
Demolition Man or something like that?
Yeah, he was in that movie too. Alright. You have to get every single one of these right from now on to win. How many Weird Al parodies did he make of Michael Jackson songs?
3.
That's what you're going with?
Yes.
Wrong. 2.
Damn it, I was counting one that didn't exist.
What? Beat It? Or no, it was Eat It and Fat.
Yeah, I knew those two, and I was imagining that he did a Thriller one for some reason.
He hinted at it at the end of Eat It. We didn't do it. Alright. Who did Daniel Bryan cash his money in the bank briefcase on?
Big Show / Mark Henry?
No. Kind of close.
Who?
I mean, you were right. It was the Big Show. But, like, it was after Big Show beat Mark Henry.
Okay.
So, I mean, I would count
So
that.
it was technically after the match?
Yeah. I'll
So it
count
would
it.
have just been against Big Show?
I'll count that one, because you did kind of get it, pretty much. I'm not going to, like, count that against you.
Alright.
Alright. Who was the final boss in Luigi's Mansion?
Ooh.
Final answer?
Yeah. I don't know.
It was close. King Boo.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot there was a king to that, too.
Yeah, he's a King Boo, and he was in a Bowser outfit. I mean, I was just looking for King Boo. Alright. What is the Black Mask real name?
Oh, shit, that's... Whoa.
Do you know which Black Mask I'm referring to?
The one from Batman?
Yes.
Alright, something Hispanic, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe Italian, one of the two. But I don't remember. It's been a long ass time.
So you tap on that one?
Tapping.
Roman Sionis.
Definitely Italian. Okay.
Alright, now it's time for our next segment. The Wheel Topics.
Wheel. Oh. A topic.
Did you make a Wheel of Topics for this week?
I did, actually.
Alright, I'll go first, and then you'll go, alright?
Alright.
Alright, so my Wheel of Topics are Dark Cloud 2, Ghost, Book of David Spade movie, Spider-Man vs. 3 Xenomorphs.
Xenomorph
Yeah.
from...
Yes.
Yeah.
Spider-Man vs. 3 Xenomorphs, Leatherface vs. 13 Death Row Inmates, Book of Spider-Man Trilogy.
Does Leatherface have his chainsaw?
Yes.
How many death row inmates?
13. And they're like locked in a big like hotel like area that's abandoned.
Oh, then I'd have to go Leatherface if he has the advantage of running around and hiding and shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say if they were just like locked in a room together with criminals can beat him.
Yeah.
He's not that special.
All right. Anything else you want to add to this one? I think that'd be a badass movie, though.
It would be a good movie.
I think once we finish off Friday the 13th...
Hotel Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I think once we finish off the Friday the 13th franchise, we should jump to either the Texas Chainsaw or...
Nightmare
Street. Nightmare on Elm Street or something.
Hells yeah.
Alright. So, Book of David Spade movie, Spider-Man vs. 3 Xenomorphs, or Book of Spider-Man Trilogy.
Spider-Man vs. 3 Xenomorphs. And it's Xenomorphs.
Yes, exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. Thank you. Alright, what do you think would happen?
I think Spider-Man could beat 3 Xenomorphs.
I do too.
I think he has the ability.
That Spidey sense, that's going to save him every dime.
Probably.
Yep.
I don't know.
Anytime they go invisible.
The symbiote had a way around it, but I think he can handle it with those aliens. I think he'd be able to beat them.
Yeah.
Even if he didn't see them coming.
I think if they try to shoot him, his Spidey sense would kick in.
Yeah.
That's one of the best powers is super reflexes like that. That's one of the best superpowers.
Agreed.
I don't see how Flash don't have it, because I just assume if he had that much speed, he'd just be running through walls and not knowing it.
Oh, God damn it.
Again with this.
The 13th wall today.
Alright. How do you think he'd get his ass whooped a little bit, though?
Yeah, I think it'd be a good fight.
I like to write it
he'd win.
comic book.
Comic book style.
Yeah. That'd be bad as fuck, I think. They should just let me write all the comic books. No, I get overwhelmed. You take some of these, I can't handle all these. I just do really cool story arcs.
Now, let's move on to this Spider-Man trilogy.
Yes.
And I know exactly how I'd book that.
Okay, let's hear it.
Oh, fuck yeah. So it's going to be a Spider-Man porn parody trilogy?
No! Why has it got to be a porno?
It's a shout out to something else. If I really was doing a Spider-Man trilogy, I think I would do the first movie. I'd do Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah. Would you do the origin again, where Uncle Ben get killed?
No.
I would.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't focus a lot of time on it. I'd probably.
Everybody knows that about Spider-Man, so I'd skip the fuck out of it.
Yeah, but I think
no need.
I think it's important as a standalone, because hey, Tobey Maguire got to do it. I think I'm going to do it too, but do it a little differently, and maybe not focus a whole lot of time on it.
I'd have somebody mention it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Kraven would be your first one.
Oh, yes. Kraven would make an appearance in the second one as well.
Okay.
But not be the main bad guy, of course.
Who'd be the main bad guy?
Because they're more of a rivalry than a enemies, I want to say. Even though, technically, I think Spider-Man killed Kraven. No, Kraven killed Spider-Man and then took his place.
Huh.
Some weird shit's going on between those two dudes.
Yeah.
But it'd be awesome. It'd be awesome to put into a movie form.
Yeah.
But Kraven would be the main bad guy of the first one.
Okay.
And then the second movie would be Spider-Man versus probably someone good. I'm going to say Mysterio. I was going to save Mysterio for last because it could be an amazing movie, but I think I'd make the second one. And then the third movie, I'm going to go with Spider-Man taking on the Sinister Six.
Okay.
We finally get to see it played out before our eyes. Mysterio being one of them. My version of the Sinister Six.
What exactly does he do? Does he just multiply?
Mysterio?
Yeah.
He says magic and illusions.
Oh, okay.
He's like a stage. He's like a special effects guy.
Now, ain't he supposed to be the new bad guy in Homecoming too?
It's possible.
I read that. Not read. I watched a YouTube video that said like it's supposed to be him. I think Jake Gyllenhaal is going to play him.
Well, it'd be interesting to see. It's about time he's got it into a dang movie.
Yeah.
Still surprised Kraven the Hunter hadn't made it into a movie.
Well, maybe he's next.
Bet he gets played by Tom Hardy. No, I'm just kidding.
Tom Hardy's playing all the comic book characters.
Fucking for real.
I heard that the Aquaman dude,
Momoa
is supposed to, that he was in talks with doing a Marvel villain. I'm like, leave him alone. That's my DC boy.
Take him away from DC just to make them pissed.
Yeah.
Marvel's like, we own these movies.
We allow you to do
We
stuff.
allow you to make movies. Realistically, though, the Marvel movies are just crushing DC.
But animated wise,
Oh, DC all the way.
DC just
Marvel
loses.
couldn't make a fucking animated movie to fight their way out of a paper box.
Yeah. Why is that so ass backwards? Why are
Yeah.
they so weird?
Like, they've made like 3, 4, 5 good animated movies. But
Marvel?
DC, yeah.
Hulk versus being the best one, probably.
Well, I was going to say, both the Unlimited Avenger movies were good, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The one where Hulk's fucking beating the shit out of every member of the Avengers
Yeah.
was so good.
And then the second was where they're kids, right? Where it's like the
No.
kids of the...
There's 2 before that one.
No.
And that one I wasn't counting at all.
No.
I was going to count Doctor Strange, a standalone movie.
Yeah.
Was good. Iron Man's standalone movie was
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
And there was another standalone movie.
They did one about this kid. I think he was some black kid, and he could fly. He's kind of like, reminds me of who's that dude who hangs out with Captain America all the time?
Falcon?
I think he was Falcon, maybe.
I don't think that's the one I'm thinking of, though. I know Iron Man had a standalone. Oh, Hulk. Planet Hulk.
Yes, Planet Hulk was good. That was a good one. He fought Beta Ray Bill.
Yeah, he fucking fucked him.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Alright, man, and I think that just leaves the Book of David Spade movie.
Really? That's the only one that's left?
Yeah. How'd you Book of David Spade movie, my man?
Spooderman.
Spooderman.
It's going to be a Spider-Man parody.
Uh-huh.
David Spade is going to play Spider-Man or Spooderman.
Mm-hmm. Who is Spooderman?
Spooderman is a Spider-Man parody.
Uh-huh. What does Spooderman do?
He shoots webs out of his ass.
Huh.
He can't control it either.
So is he a superhero, or is he just a guy with a really bad condition?
Really bad condition.
Okay.
Nah. If I was to write a David Spade movie,
Uh-huh.
I'd call it The Lynching.
Yeah.
And it would be about David Spade is this guy,
Uh-huh.
and nobody likes him. And
That's a stretch for him.
And he's in this town in the 1600s
Uh-huh.
in London, pissing everybody off. And so he gets framed for this murder because nobody likes him. And they decide, well, now's our chance to get rid of him. We're going to hang him.
Yeah.
Turns out, one of the murders that they already pinned him on, there's another murder, and another murder, and another murder. And he's like, how can you blame this on me if I'm up here about to get hung and people are still dying? Well, turns out it's Jack the Whipper. He's going around killing people, and David Spade has to solve the mystery. And at the end of the movie, after he saves the day and Jack the Ripper goes to jail forever,
Yeah.
he still gets hung.
I've had one that I've had in my head for over a decade.
Does he get hung at the end?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't wrote the ending to it.
Okay. Well, if he gets hung, it'll be a good movie.
I don't think they hang anymore because this is a movie taking place today.
Oh, okay.
But so it's a Christmas movie, and David Spade lives with his mom, and he drives her every day. He doesn't really have a job. I mean, he does some odd jobs for money, but he don't really have a main job. But like every day, no, it's like a couple times a week. No, probably not every day. But he drives his mom to church, and he sits there, and they sing Christmas music in a choir. She's part of the choir, and his mom's handicapped. She can't really drive, but she likes to sing in the choir. And then when he drops her off, he goes out and kills people. And he uses a lot of like inner dialogue, kind of like in Dexter. And then, like as he kills people, though, like he can still hear the choir singing Christmas songs. And like so, like in the movie, it shows you what he sees in his head. The whole choir's there singing the Christmas song as he kills somebody. They're not really there; they're just in his head. Because he goes there like a couple times a week, so it's like all that shit's stuck in his head. And it's just about him being a serial killer, and he's like, it's not a comedy at all.
Oh, okay. I was waiting for something funny to happen.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a comedy.
It was legit. Like, wait for it. Wait for it. No, there's no funny. I'm still waiting.
I'd like to see him in a serious movie.
I'm sure he's done at least one.
Well, I know what I'm doing when I get home. Finding this movie. Shall be found. Alright, so now I believe it is time for you to do your Wheel of Topics.
Bitch. Okay, this week on my Wheel of Topics we have... Tell me about them Red Wings. That's literally the only thing I wrote down.
Are you shitting me?
No. That's gross. Write the best martial arts movie right now.
Okay.
Godzilla versus Hulk.
Okay.
Thor versus Kratos.
Okay.
Do you think future us will hate past us?
Okay.
Bucket list. Go.
Alright.
And why do I feel so lonely in a bed by myself?
Okay.
That smile on your face after I read the last one. Okay, I think I know the answer to that.
Thor versus Kratos.
Oh shit, let's do this.
I think Thor would win.
Really?
Yes.
You think Thor would win?
Yes.
How?
He's the god of thunder, and like his hammer is really heavy.
Really heavy hammer.
I think he's been in a lot. I don't know. Kratos has been in a fuck ton of battles too.
And he fought all the gods and killed them already.
Yeah.
He killed the Greek god of thunder.
Yeah.
Technically, he killed the god of lightning, which is like one step above thunder. It's the part that actually hurts.
Yeah.
Shit, it's a tough one. Like, I want to give it to Thor too, but I just think there's so many chances, opportunities for Kratos to win that fight.
Yeah, he's a lot more bloodthirsty than Thor.
I don't think he gets him on the power scale.
Yeah.
But he has all these other advantages.
He's took some heavy hits from some heavy fuckers.
Like, he's got so many tactical advantages over Thor. Thor just comes rushing in pig-headed.
Yeah, I can see it going. I think initially I was like, Thor, because how strong Thor is, but
Kratos is like hard to fucking kill.
Yeah, his rap sheet's insane. So I might have to turn around and get Kratos.
I know, right? Like, that's such a good pick.
Yeah.
So I was like, these two are going to be tough.
Yeah.
I was going to make them tough on purpose.
Yeah.
So Kratos, because I was hoping he'd win that.
I think he'd have a creative way to smash his head open with that hammer.
I think he'd be able to lift his hammer if you want to come down. If you want to come down to it, I think he'd be able to lift Thor's hammer.
What's the qualifications to lift it?
Well, considering the comic book qualifications, it's basically just like you have to be worthy to lift his hammer.
worthy.
Yeah, like
How has so many people not been able to lift it?
So many people have been able to lift it.
I mean,
Vision picked it up.
A lot of people, like...
I'm pretty sure Deadpool had it at one point.
Yeah.
But he considers everything he does in his own mind to be 100% right. Like, all the time.
Yeah.
But that's... The point is, I think Kratos would definitely be worthy of wielding it. Especially if you consider what he's trying to do in the games.
Yeah.
Which is kill the gods. Which, in a way, is not good, but he has his reasons.
Yep. Alright. What were the topics again?
Tell me about them Red Wings.
Okay.
Write the best martial arts movie right now.
Alright.
Godzilla vs. Hulk.
Alright.
Do you think future us will hate past us?
Mm-hmm.
Bucket list. Go. And the last but not least, why do I feel so lonely in bed alone by myself at night?
Future us, past us.
Okay, continue.
Alright. I think there's two paths to if they would like us or hate us. I think if we ever become famous and all the shit we've said on here bites us in the ass, we'll probably hate past selves. Like those fucking idiots.
How dare they say such stupid shit on the internet?
And if they like us, I say we're semi-famous and no one notices. Like, no one really, like...
cares about the bad things we've said.
Yeah. So I think it just depends on how famous we are.
And or how much people really care. Because I'm sure things are only going to get worse in the future. Like, everybody's already up their own ass about everything.
I know.
God, you are such a bunch of sensitive bitches. Men and women, not just women. And of course, gender-neutral people.
Yes,
you
of
don't
course.
you don't have to have a gender to be a bitch.
And any of you woofies out there who don't know better.
Yeah, you fucking Wookiees.
What's a woofies?
Whatever the fuck that is.
A dog.
Well,
Woof woof.
you kitties too. You know what?
Yeah, meow meows.
Meow meows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't shit.
Not a one.
We the real MVP.
Uh-huh. Alright. Topics. Please.
Write the best martial arts movie. Run out.
Okay.
Godzilla vs. the Hulk.
Uh-huh.
Bucket list. Go.
Uh-huh.
Why do I feel so lonely in a bed by myself?
Alright, let's go with that one. Let's go with that one. Yeah, it does suck.
It sucks.
Because, Mary just left for a week not long ago. I was like, man, I understand. And, like, it does suck. And because, like, well, of course, you know, back in the old days, I was like, this ain't shit. But now I'm like, it's so cold.
My heat source is gone.
Yeah.
Which is funny, too, because Leslie, like, runs hot while she sleeps. But, like, I'll wake up and, like, I'll touch her and she'll be like, why are you so cold? And I'll be like, I don't know.
That was to me.
And then she'll touch my stomach. She'll be like, why is every part of you so cold? I'm just like, oh, I guess I died in my sleep.
Yeah, I do that. I'm really bad about getting cold, too. Like, my feet are, like, fucking, like...
But it's not,
freezers.
like, cold to me. It's, like, cold to her.
Yeah, that's how it is with me. Like, my feet are, like, ice cubes. Like, just... And then she goes, get your fucking feet off me. I'm like, but I'm cold.
I didn't realize how cold I was until I shoved my foot between your legs. It's funny, too, because, like, whenever her feet are cold, she'll put them between my legs if I'm warm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn, it's cold. But I'll let her do it. But, like, if I want reciprocation, like, say a week down the road, I'm the devil. Like,
yeah.
It's time to murder me.
Alright. Topics, please.
Bucket list. Go. Tell a nigga about them Red Wings.
Mm-hmm.
A Godzilla versus a Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk. Write the best martial arts movie. Run it.
Alright. Let's do that bucket list. Bucket list.
I'm listening.
Okay, so I'm writing a bucket list. How many bucket lists do I need?
I mean, just whatever you want to do before you die, man.
Alright. So I've crossed a couple things off my bucket list.
Really?
Yeah. Like, write a bucket list, cross that off. I went to Disney World. I got to go in one of those glass door thingies that spin around and around and around. Got to do one of those. Alright, so here's things I got to do left. Actually meet Weird Al. Like, meet him and, like, you know, work with him in some fashion. Become famous. That's the famous thing's like number one.
Let me just move that above Weird Al.
Yeah,
think about it.
Which is closely Weird Al's
closely
number
related.
2.
Once you become number 1, you'll probably get to do number 2.
Yeah, that's like definitely number 2. Number 3, create my own animated series and have it be like, you know, good and people think it's good. Number 4, die at being a celebrity without becoming Bill Cosby.
Oh.
You know, either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. You know, I don't want that to happen.
You don't want to.
I don't want to jello pudding myself into a jail cell. I don't want that to happen. Okay, see a WrestleMania. That's definitely on there. I like to see Steam Powered Giraffe live.
That's cool.
Alright, do you have a bucket list?
Sure. Receive Casey Strain.
But you already done it, so it's...
No, I haven't.
I thought you said Reese.
I said I want to see the Acacia Strain.
Alright.
It's the only band out of the bands that, like, each year I write a list of bands that I want to see live. They're the only one that's ever been on the list for more than 10 years.
Have they ever come to here?
They've come here once before, but I didn't have any money or a car at the time. I mean, I'm sure they've come here more than once before. And then there was that time they were in Nashville, and I was going to be in Nashville around the same time, but I couldn't schedule it perfectly to actually go see them.
What were you doing that day?
I had went down to Nashville for a week on vacation with Leslie.
And what were you doing that day?
I don't remember. It might have been the day that I got down there, and I drove straight to Nashville after work, and then passed out. And then
I would have drove right to that concert.
We went to dinner. I don't remember. Yeah, it was a while back.
Are they still?
But at the time, I didn't think that that they were going to end up on my bucket list. So you know.
Do they still tour?
Yeah, all the time. They just put out a new album.
Maybe they'll come here.
Yeah, maybe, but I won't be here.
Well, would you come down if they were?
Yeah, definitely. But if they're coming to Nashville, then I'd just be like, fuck that, I'll see them in Nashville. A lot of music goes through Nashville, so I'm hoping that I'll get to see them and some other bands while I'm up there.
Yeah.
Other than that, I would like to write a song. Like, learn how to play guitar, write a song, make it weird.
Oh. I think we wrote a song, but like that. But we'll play it. Hopefully, we could like record it, write it, and put it on the channel.
Yeah, boy.
That's another. I want to do music videos. That's not gonna be on. I think for us to start doing music videos,
that'd be fun.
I think that would be so much fucking fun. And also another one is to start my chicken wing federation. It's like when you leave, that's like my next goal.
Chicken Wing Federation.
I think that would be like the coolest thing ever. Alright, what? Ready for more topics?
More topics.
Alright, what are my topics?
Red Wing.
Yes.
Make a martial arts movie. Right now. The greatest of all time.
And?
Godzilla versus Hulk.
Martial arts movie. The greatest martial arts movie of all time. I'd like to do a movie that's pretty much. If I was to do a martial arts movie, like start writing one today, it'd pretty much be like the fighting would be pretty much the premise of the Dragon Ball Z tournaments. A tournament like that, almost to the T, and then like
tournament style.
Yeah, and like invent a bunch of cool characters to fight, and like a bunch of different fighting styles, and like
I think if I did a martial arts movie,
yeah,
it would be tournament style, but it would be like across the globe, sort of like Street Fighter.
Yeah,
and they would always fight in random places, so you'd have so many prop fights, like so many good, interesting ways to see people fight.
Yeah,
interesting backgrounds and fighting areas. It'd be awesome. Red Wings.
Red Wings.
Or was that mine this time?
That's me.
Or we can talk about Godzilla versus the Hulk.
Let's do Godzilla versus the Hulk.
Let's do it.
Alright. I think Hulk would win. I think he would eventually, after destroying 8 towns, he would eventually just go inside Godzilla and rip him apart inside.
I think Godzilla would hyper beam him to the Earth's core and destroy him. Or fucking hyper beam him off planet.
Could, yeah, maybe.
Like, that's literally all he has to do to get away from the Hulk. The Hulk...
And if you knocked him out
if he knocked him far enough...
he would turn back to Bruce Banner and just
die.
Yep. Or turn back to Bruce Banner and immediately turn back to Hulk.
Yeah.
I don't know how that
Can Hulk breathe in space? I think he can.
Maybe. He's pretty tough.
I feel like he can survive in the vacuum of space for some dumb reason.
Yeah. Because he's Hulk.
And just for the funsies, since I know we're not going to talk about the Red Wings. Also, Godzilla's kind of our champion right now. He's beating everybody but the DC universe.
Yeah. He's got a lot of victories under his belt.
Just for funsies.
Yeah.
Lobo versus Sub-Zero.
Lobo versus Sub-Zero. I think Lobo would win.
I think Lobo would win, too.
Because he could stand up and fight toe-to-toe with Superman. I don't see Sub-Zero really having the strength to combat that.
If Sub-Zero froze him, it wouldn't mean anything.
Yeah, because he can fly in space.
He can survive in the vacuum of space. He can breathe in the vacuum of space. So if you freeze him in a chunk of ice, he's going to be able to breathe through it.
Yeah.
Plus, one drop of blood creates another Lobo. Let's not do that.
Is that canon?
Isn't that one of his abilities? Like when his blood, like each drop of blood makes another version of him.
I never heard that. I'm gonna
have to figure this one out then.
Speaking of last week, when we were talking about first appearances the other day, I got Lobo's first appearance.
Hell yeah!
Yep.
Knuckle bump.
All right, now
that hurt my ball.
Now it is time for our next segment, movie review.
Okay.
No. Movie reviews, and this week is an anime review. And it's The Devil is a Part-Timer.
Oh, is it a 2-part?
No.
Oh, okay. This week is an anime review. It's The Devil is a Part-Timer. And Captain Cool just said that.
And I fucking loved it.
I'm going to give it an 8.
This is the second time This is the second time I've watched through it, and it probably won't be the last. I am going to give it an 8 out of 10.
And it's also the second time that I've watched through it.
Mm-hmm.
And it probably might be the last this time. Probably might.
It definitely won't be the last for me. The only downside is there's not like a complete ending to it.
It's kind of like lopsided. Kind of like a lopsided ending.
But like it's not like didn't end on a cliffhanger. It
kind of did.
I think there were still stories. There's definitely stories to tell, but like it can be like, okay, fine, that was a good movie. Like you don't
It's great for an end of a season, but it doesn't end the overall arc of the entire series. Is what bothers me.
More questions, but
so many more questions. Like the main question.
But they can always make more seasons.
But at the same time,
yeah,
it's a good ending. I get it. I agree. Good ending. It just doesn't sum up everything, and that's what bothers me.
Now, if that god-awful anime Fully Cooley gets another season, why can't this one?
Fully Cooley got another season?
Yes.
When, where, and why?
Toonami made it, and I guess they just funded it.
Is this new?
Mm-hmm. Came out like this year.
Holy crap. Huh. Well, now I gotta watch it to see the hell happens.
Oh boy, don't watch it.
I watched the first season. Now I gotta watch the second season. I gotta figure shit out.
This is so much better. The characters I love, like every character I just fell in love with. I want to see more of these people. I fell in love with all these characters. And like my favorite was Chiho, the girl who worked with the devil at McDonald's.
Boobs.
Yeah, the big boobs little girl. Oh my god. Anyway.
Don't say it like that. That sounds very pedophilic. The big boobs little girl. Oh my god. That's what you just said.
No, that's not what I said.
Oh my god.
And anyway,
compose yourself.
But she's also cute and funny. I loved every character. I was like, man, I want to see more adventures with these guys. One thing, I was like, why does every anime have to have an episode where every female has a bathing suit on?
That's just like a trope of anime.
I know.
It's called fan service.
And who's your favorite character?
My favorite character is... The problem with this anime is it's so short that just as soon as you start to know the characters' names, it's over.
Yeah.
Like, I remember the devil's name, and I remember Emmy. But his best friend, his demon Lord Minion, whatever guy. Mm-hmm. What's his name, like?
Mr. Something, I think. I don't know. That's what the Chiho keep calling him. They're Japanese names.
Mr. Mao?
No, that was... Sao Mao was the main
guy.
guy.
Mao, yeah. Sato Mao. Is his name, like, Hiroshima? Or...
I don't know.
Hey, his best friend is my favorite character in the whole thing.
Yes.
Constantly sick the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, for the last half of the season.
He's
over dramatic. He always shows up. He's like you. He always shows up. He'll show up after the fight and he'll be like, I had to go back and get my cape, of course.
That would be me.
That would be you.
I had to get my mask.
And I just beat the shit out of all these bad guys by myself. Yeah. Like, what do you want me to do? Show up without my cape? Yes! Show up without your goddamn cape!
Now, however, like, I remember the times where you'd bail on me for, like, pooping reasons.
That's different.
Okay.
That's different.
Alright. This anime, I might buy.
I thought it was fucking hilarious. He was like sitting on the toilet, knows the devil needs him, and he feels all the fear of the people around him.
Yeah.
And it gives him strength. And he just goes running out to save the devil.
Yeah.
Like, you were just taking a dump, dude. Come on.
Yep. It's a great anime.
It's a combination of the both of us.
The only downside to this anime is there's not more of it.
Yes, that is the only downside.
Alright. And,
that and James. That was slightly bothersome.
James.
The
blue-haired Lucifer?
Literally James from fucking Pokemon making his cameo appearance and fucking...
Oh, you talking about Lucifer, or you talking about the guy who ran the Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That little pervert dude? Yeah.
I mean, he had an actual name, but his...
It's Japanese name. We don't know it.
But the fact that he looked just like James from Pokemon...
He did. I didn't think about it until you said it. Like... Same hair, same color hair.
It's literally the same. It's like a shorter version of him.
Yeah.
Until you see that little thing around his eye, and then you're just like, oh, they were gonna get sued.
I thought that was just makeup he put on.
I don't know. If he puts that on every day before he goes outside, it's kind of. I
just figured when he's ever like going to war or going to fight, he puts the makeup on.
This one spot is my war paint.
Okay. It's time for our next segment. Two guys in the groove. Hey, bitch, I said two guys in the groove. Let's go.
Two Guys in the Group.
All right, man. So, this is a segment where we both pick a song and we add it to a playlist. Two Guys in the Groove. Right now, we're on season 2 of Two Guys in the Groove. And you can find both of these playlists on Spotify. Yes.
Spotify.
Yes, thank you, Spotify. And you could follow our account. I mean, we have a whole Cool Kids with Asthma. That's the name that is under. All right. So, let me know, what song did you pick this week?
I picked Nerve.
Nerve.
By Mika. Relocate.
Mika Locate.
Mika Relocate.
Mika Relocate.
Yeah.
Why do you like this song?
It's a fucking dope ass song. What do you mean? Why I like this song? You listen to it, you'll like it too.
All right. It's just a dope ass song.
Nah, it's very enjoyable.
Is it?
Yeah. I listen to it all the time at work. It was never actually added onto any of my playlists. It was just a song that would come up in rotation because it was, oh, this song's like the other songs you like, and it played often.
Yeah.
And then today I was just like, you know what? What's that one song that's just always kind of floating around in the back of my head because it's always playing on my random playlists for some reason.
Yeah.
And it came up in my release radar, actually Discover Weekly, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm doing it. I'm adding it to my shit too.
There you go. Alright, ready for my song?
No. Go away.
Aww.
Yeah, that's right, bitch.
I want to put a song on the playlist too.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, good. I get to play. Alright, so my song is Leaves in the Storm. It's by Aurelio Voltaire, who's been on the playlist before on season 1. And he sings with Alyssa White. I don't know who that is.
Should have told you just to go home. I don't know why I let you do
It is a good song. I'm
just kidding.
Aurelio Voltaire. He's like a gothic style musician, and you might have recognized he was on the season 1 if you followed that playlist.
Also, you might recognize him from the group of Vision of Billy Band.
Yes,
he did a couple songs on that.
He did 2. He did
Fighters one night.
He played the Giant Brain and did some brains, and he was on the Billy and Mandy Big Boogie Adventure movie. He did the opening credits. Anyway, so he did this song. It's a really good song. It's a duet he does with this girl. And like when it came out, it was stuck in my head all the time. It's just, it'll probably get stuck in your head too. You probably like, hey, this is a really good song. Knowing you, I think you'd like it.
Yeah, but you can get anything stuck in your head. Like the other day, you had a dick stuck in your head.
No, I didn't. There's no dicks near my head.
That's right. That's right. That's right. It was just tickling the back of your throat.
Let's just wrap this fucking episode up.
Ooh, that was good.
Alright, so don't forget, you can follow the playlist on Spotify under Two Guys in the Groove, seasons 1 and 2.
Seasons 1 and 2.
On Spotify. You can go to our website, Two Guys in the Dark.
Two Guys in the Dark.
You go to follow me on Instagram. I'm CaptainCool69.
Captain Crapton Q69.
He's butt chugging bananas on Instagram.
Don't even have to make fun of that one.
You can follow the podcast on Instagram at
Two Guys in the Dirt.
You can follow the podcast on Twitter at
Two Guys in the Dirt.
You can follow the podcast on Facebook at...
Actually, this one's a surprise. It's Two Girls in the Dark.
Is that you guys?
Two Guys. Yeah, he's right. Okay, I read it wrong. Two Guys in the Dark.
You can also follow us on SoundCloud.
Two Guys in the Dark.
Don't forget our YouTube channel, Cool Kids with Asthma.
Two Kids with Asthma.
And we are... Oh,
Two
did you say Two Kids with Asthma or Cool Kids with Asthma?
I said Cool Kids with Asthma.
Alright, and we are...
Two Fat Guys in the Dark.